Welcome, Chris. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you. Let's start with our first question. Please again, raise your hand. Let's start with Tyler.
Hey, Chris, how has the running back room sort of embraced this opportunity with Kyron Williams not playing in the Fiesta Bowl?
Yeah, we see a great opportunity just being that Kyron was such a big piece in our offense. And, that's where we got a lot of our energy from. So just all three of us really, Audric, Logan, and myself see a really big opportunity this weekend, just making plays and, just finding our role in our offense.
Hey, Chris, you're one of the most electric running backs in the nation, and that duo with you and Kyron Williams together are one of the most electric running back duos in the nation. So what did playing alongside Kyron teach you about being a running back, and just can you tell me what he taught you?
Yeah, I would just say that there's a wave of consistency that you have to have as every down back. And I've learned that as I've played with Kyron and just being in the room with him. He has a lot of great habits that set the standard for what we have to do in the future. And honestly, just learning from him and just being in the room with him, I'm pretty confident in myself and the other guys with me. So I feel pretty good about it.
Pete Sampson.
Chris, now that the turf toast in the rearview mirror finally, like how much of a hindrance was that for you? And just like what were some of the things that kind of limited you from being able to do at the level you wanted to do them?
Yeah, honestly, I don't think I would wish turf toe on my worst enemy. It was a really tough injury for me, but just working with Rob, working with the training staff, and getting back healthy was my main goal, and that's where I'm at right now. I feel really good.
Let's go back to Tyler James.
Chris, you talked about the energy that Kyron brought. That's not exactly the type of player you are. I think that's fair to say. Do you try to express yourself maybe more and try to replace that, or is that something you guys just have to sort of create on your own and be self-motivated in that way?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me is understanding like we're all our unique own players and we all have our own personalities. So just being able to fit into that role with my own personality and bring my own style to it is what I'm trying to do right now.
Over to Lynn Clark.
Chris, I actually had a follow-up on the offense in terms of the improvement you guys made in the second half of the season. What do you think the biggest keys to that were? And do you think this game is sort of an opportunity that lets you sort of stress test that against a more formidable defense than maybe some of the groups you saw in November?
I would say over the course of the season, our biggest focus was just doing the little things right every play. That's where the explosives happen, is when someone breaks to the second level and the receiver is blocking. He's finishing his block. Just little things like that. So just being able to master that and become experts at doing the little things right, as that's what's brought our success throughout the course of the season.
Chris, can you talk about your development as a running back this year, especially being out of the lineup? What was the biggest learning curve for you this year? And obviously a chance Saturday to really showcase your talents one final time this season.
Yeah, I would say just throughout the time that I was out, I was one, trying to recover and trying to get back, but two, being a leader. I realized that it was pretty hard for Kyron out there, and he was pretty much the only back out there. But once Logan came in and just really understood his role and took advantage of it, I understood that there's so many people in that room that could do the same thing. We're all capable of taking on the lead role, so I just had to make sure that everyone was prepared, and had to make sure that the young guys were ready to go.
Pete Sampson.
Chris, I was interested a little bit about Audric and Logan Diggs. I mean, you've sort of spent a lot of time with them over the course of the year. How they developed the most, and what's sort of like the different vibe they bring to the running back room?
Yeah, I would say that they both bring their own, like I said earlier, their own personalities, their own style to the game. They're both really beneficial to our offense. And I think that with all three of us being together and all three of us rotating, it'll be really exciting to see. So I'm excited for the game.
Robert Allen.
Yeah, Chris, this is a little bit of an off-the-wall question, but since you spent a lot of time getting treatment with Rob Hunt, are you aware that Rob Hunt is the strongest connection between Notre Dame and Oklahoma State, since he was the football trainer there for about 10 years?
I did not know that actually. You know, with my injury, I spent a lot of time in there and a lot of time with Rob and Bean and all those guys, but I had no idea about that. It's learn something new every day.
This one for the trainer. I mean, they talk about the Gipper. This one's for the trainer.
Right.
All right, we have one more question coming from Matt Freeman.
Chris, expanding on Pete's question on Audric, outside of his power, what kind of player is he, and has any part of his game surprised you at all?
Yeah, I think that just from like pictures and just seeing him on the field, you would think of him as like a big bruiser that's like really stiff and like just has straight power. But after watching him, I think everyone sees that like he can do a lot more than that. He's not just a bruiser. So that was really exciting to see.
Okay, we're going to take one more question. This one from Tyler Horka.
Yeah, Chris, just kind of going off of the whole dynamic with Logan and your turf toe injury that you mentioned. What was it like, kind of one, watching him and wanting the best for him, and seeing him kind of go off in the way he did, but also realizing while you were sidelined that could have been you, and you were supposed to have this huge season alongside of Kyron, and it just didn't go the way that you wanted it to because of the turf toe. So what was it like kind of balancing all those different emotions that you were likely feeling throughout this kind of up and down season?
Yeah, I was honestly really excited for Logan, and I was really excited for Logan, and just seeing him come in and have so much success. I mean, I understand what it's like just being able to come in as a freshman and just have a role in the offense. But honestly, I really didn't have time to think about like where I would be and if I was on the field or anything like that. I was really just congratulating their success and trying to get back and recover.
Chris, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today, and best of luck on Saturday.
Thank you. I appreciate it.